NXT. Brought to you WWE NXT Roadblock 2025. This is not hyperbole. This is how I call it. As of right now, when it comes to NXT, the HBK Shawn Michaels NXT, this is my favorite episode that he has produced. The best 2-hour NXT weekly episode so far to have been created, to come from under the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Top to bottom, excellent episode. The crowd was hot. Every match they've had, every match on this show was an absolute banger. Top to bottom. And I loved every single piece of action we got. Commentary was great. It didn't feel slow. Not one dead moment. I'm actually kind of surprised, as good as this show was, this probably should have been saved until NXT Stand and Deliver. Like, this should have been the NXT Stand and Deliver show. Because now I'm thinking, how the fuck are you going to top this show for NXT Stand and Deliver? I don't think you can. My biggest criticism, my biggest critique when it comes to this particular episode, because it was excellent, I don't think you're going to be able to top it. I think next week's episode is not going to top it. I don't see any other episode in the near future being better than this one. Not even Stand and Deliver. I think Stand and Deliver might be a great episode. I think that's going to be a great pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it. But this was way, way too good. Way too good of a show for anything else coming up to top it. This felt like the best compliment I can give Shawn Michaels and his version of NXT is that it reminds me of NXT Black and Gold. This gave me those vibes. This reminded me of how NXT Black and Gold used to actually run, man. This is the kind of stuff I want to see more from NXT. And I already know that we're not going to get it anytime soon. Because no matter what they end up doing for NXT Stand and Deliver, as a show, as a whole, there's nothing they can do to top what they did tonight. And so I'm a bit worried for the upcoming PLEs, special editions, weekly episodes. Because they might have peaked. They might have set themselves up to not be as interesting going forward. But that's going to be a challenge. That's where the challenge comes in for Shawn Michaels. It's all in the follow-up. How will they follow up? Because they can do it. It's possible. But it's not going to be easy. And that's kind of always been the thing with Triple H as well, where we all know after every NXT takeover special episode, there's always going to be a lull. There's always a good 2-3 week lull after every NXT takeover. It's always been the case. But then after a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months, it starts to pick back up again. They start building momentum. And that's okay. Were there periods with Triple H where they maintain up? In 2018, there was no low period. With NXT Black and Gold in 2018 to a good, 2 years into 2020? There was no low period. Even the weekly episodes were hot. So maybe, just maybe, Shawn can maintain the momentum. I'm just setting myself up as a way to, once again, just keep an eye on NXT. I'm not expecting anything from Shawn Michaels or this version of NXT, which is being presented as developmental. It's not presenting itself as the, how should I put, as the alternative, as the third brand for WWE, like the NXT from dare I say, 2018 under Vince McMahon was. Because Triple H's NXT was the alternative to the main roster product. If you were disenfranchised with Vince McMahon's WWE, you had NXT Black and Gold to watch, which was its purpose, right? Shawn Michaels has the unfortunate, I won't say problem, but he has the unfortunate situation of standing out from a very strong period of WWE, because the main roster, not perfect, but it's at its hottest moment. So it's a lot harder dealing with this WWE than it was in 2018. That being said, this was a hot episode. This was great. All the matches were bangers. Everybody delivered. I thought when it came down to it, if you asked me what was match of the night, I couldn't pick one. That's how you know the show was great. You would literally have to pull teeth to make me pick a match of the night, because I can't pick one. I can't. I genuinely cannot pick a match of the night. They were all the same level of awesome. If I was to all give them a grade, damn. All A's, honestly. All A's. I can't pick a match of the night. Are there any match of the year candidates? No. There doesn't need to be a match of the year candidate. It doesn't need to be a 5-star match. It was just an awesome episode. And you know what? I would dare say, if Shawn Michaels can maintain this momentum, I wouldn't mind doing weekly reviews on this show. If we get this quality going forward, I'll be here every single week. If this is the NXT we're going to get forward, it's not going to be. Let's not kid ourselves. There's no way Shawn Michaels can maintain this momentum. I would shudder to think he can't. We'll see. Shawn, if you can do it, let me know. But it's going to be very hard to replicate what they did tonight. This might be one of those once in a blue moon pay-per-views, PLEs, whatever you want to call it. And that's fine. I mean, think about it, though. You had the Hardy Boyz versus Fraxiom, awesome match. Roxanne, Jordynne Graces, awesome match. Oba Femi versus Moose, awesome match. Great hoss fight. Freaking bouncy. Gotta get that in. Javon Evans, Ethan Page, awesome match. Giulia, Stephanie Vaquer, awesome match. Man, look. You rarely get any PLEs from WWE. WWE. Let alone NXT, where there wasn't a single bad match. Not even just a bad match, but every match was awesome. Give Shawn Michaels the credit where credit was due. This was an awesome episode. Shawn, man, you're cooking. You found it. You found your rhythm. Now the trick is to maintain it. It's going to be hard to do it with a roster full of rookies, and that's something I need people to understand. The people they had on tonight were all either pros or experienced enough to carry an awesome episode. Fraxiom is main roster ready. Jordynne Graces, Roxanne Perez are main roster ready. Javon Evans, look here. With the way he performed tonight, if they called him up, let's go. Still a little green, though. Still a little green, especially in the microphone. But the way he worked with Ethan Page, main roster ready. But the way he worked with him made me go, maybe homeboy is ready. He was in there hitting them spots. But let's keep Javon Evans on NXT just a little bit longer. Let him cook. Let him simmer just a little bit longer. Trick Williams entered the arena. The crowd went nuts for him. In the main event, the rightful main event, Giulia versus Stephanie Vaquer, delivered. And Stephanie Vaquer is now your new dual North American and Women's NXT champion. Women's North American, of course. I heard rumors that Giulia is working with an injury. That's why they took the belt off of her this soon. I think they were supposed to have this match at Stand and Deliver, but they had to get the belt off of her so she can go either get surgery or heal up. So, Godspeed to her. But man, I couldn't have done this show any better. Someone just mentioned that their NXT feed cut out at the end. Yeah, actually, it did cut out for like 5 seconds, but then it came back. Luckily, we caught the end. I was getting kind of pissed off when that happened. I was like, I swear to God, if we don't get this ending, we got the ending. We're good. So I'm very, very pleased with what NXT did tonight. And it actually left me with a mood, unlike AEW. Revolution from Sunday. This show actually left me going, I might have to check out NXT next week. Now, there's not going to be a review next week. Just so we're clear, I'm not doing weekly reviews of NXT yet. I've told myself I will review the big events and then the PLEs. That's all I'm reviewing. That's it right now. Not until I see that I'm going to get a certain level of quality, which I think we're going to get soon. I did get a chance to watch the WWE Evolve show involving all the WWE ID program talent. Ooh, yes sir. We get that kind of shit on NXT. We move what they're doing with Evolve to NXT. We merge that with NXT. It's a wrap. I'm watching it every single week. That should be what NXT is. I don't know why they have Evolve, because I watched Evolve, and I said, why is that not on NXT? What are y'all doing? Nah, screw all that. Well, we're going to have the new talent on one show. Fuck all that. Take what you're doing with Evolve, merge it with NXT, make that a 2-hour block. You got me. You got me. Every week. You could do 1 hour with the newer, fresher faces, and then the next hour with the more experienced talent. And I think if you do it that way, it will allow the ones who need a little bit more work to pick it up. You get me? Because I'm at the point now with all of these new talents coming in with the WWE ID program, then bringing in ex-AEW, ex-name promotion here, talent from TNA, or, I don't know, CZW, whatever the fuck. You know. Red Pro. All these other indie stars that are coming in, like a Ricky Sanks. We know we're going to get, well, Alyx Black's going to the main roster. Miro's going to the main roster. But, you know, all these other talent that are coming in from AEW that are still inexperienced. Oh, they're coming to NXT. Man, those are the people that should be getting TV time. The ones who are green, take them off TV. Yes, give them TV time here and there, but there's a new level now. Like, I'm sorry, like, the standard's changing, y'all. And because the standard is changing, we can't keep giving grace to people who aren't meeting the level, who aren't meeting what people are looking for. NXT, yes, NXT is developmental, but NXT is also a television show. Television show requires viewers. So advertisers will be happy about giving you more money. And so with viewers comes a certain level of quality. Some of these talents who are green don't meet that quality. I'm sorry. And Shawn Michaels is going to have to understand that as time goes by, and he's going to have to make a decision. Do I want to give TV time to these rookies who need it so they can grow, bump their head a couple of times, and then shape themselves into great talent? Or do I realize, look, y'all, I have a standard that needs to be met. Y'all have to be this good. I'm sorry. You have to at least be a level 7. If the max level is 20, let's say max level is max level 25. I don't know. Max level 20 for this example. If the max level is 20, at minimum, you gotta be 7. If you on level 3, you're not getting TV time. I'm sorry. Even if that TV time is something you need to get better. Nope. Sorry. We'll have a different, what's that called? That, what's that other one called? Something up. Start up, get up, rise up, power up. That not main event, but main event show for NXT. Something up. Forgot what it was called. Put those talent on there. Put them on main event. Get up, start up, rise up, whatever the fuck up. Fuck up. That's what it's called. It's called NXT Fuck Up. Because they can fuck up on that show. But put them on that show. Level up. Thank you very much. NXT Level Up. NXT Level the fuck up. Level the fuck up. Not LFG. No, not LFG. Not that one. Not Let's Fucking Go. No. It's Level Up. Thank you. Put them on Level Up. They need to level up. Then once they level up to level 7, passable, we'll put them on NXT. Apparently, Level Up got canceled. It got canceled? Fuck. Bring it back. Nah, fuck that. Bring it back. Like, real talk, the ones who aren't doing it but need, like, TV time, a crowd to get good with it, to get better with it, put them on Level Up. Wait for them to grow a little bit, and then you can put them back on TV. I get it. You want a platform for the talent who show potential to grow on. We wouldn't have found an Oba Femi. We wouldn't have found a Tiffany Stratton, right? Those diamonds in the rough. Well, Braun Breaker was already ready to go. Come on now. He's a natural. The son of Rick Steiner. Relative of Scott Steiner. I'm just saying, there are those talents that pick it up immediately. They're just innate when it comes to knowing what to do because they have that experience. They've been around it long enough, right? And maybe you'll get those diamonds in the rough who could just pick it up like that. Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar. The transition sometime between amateur wrestling and professional wrestling isn't that hard, but sometimes same thing with football. Regardless, I get those talent. But the rest of them, nah, man, look, we got a standard to meet. And that's just it. When NXT became a 2-hour weekly show, that should have changed the standard. If you want to make it a place for indie talent, put it on Peacock for an hour. Something. Give them a show for an hour on Peacock. Give them a show for an hour on a different station where they could learn and grow with that audience, right? I don't know. That's just what I believe. Because I believe NXT should have episodes like this all the goddamn time. All the time. They can do it. They got the roster for it. They got the booker for it. You know Shawn Michaels don't play. You know Shawn Michaels is here to cook. He's already cooking with the women. He is cooking in all kinds of ways with the women. I see you, Shawn Michaels. Don't think I don't know what you're doing. I appreciate it. But don't think I'm not on to you, Mr. Shawn Michaels. I just personally feel for me, the standard should change. So hopefully going forward, Shawn Michaels understands that. And it's nothing personal against talent. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. Take them off TV. Here's the standard. Meet it. Or you're not getting TV time. It's that simple. You can't meet it, you don't get TV time. There are tons of talent, not just coming in from TNA, from the WWE ID program, and so on and so forth, who can take this TV time and make gold out of it. And I think that's the kind of standard we need to have. We need to have that standard, because when you raise NXT to that standard, it raises the main roster to that standard. That's why Roxanne is cooking on the main roster right now. She was awesome in that women's Elimination Chamber match. The best Elimination Chamber match we've seen so far. Roxanne was a big part of that. You already know Jordynne Graces is going to kill. She's going to kill when she gets to the main roster. You know Stephanie Vaquer is going to whoop some ass. You know Giulia is going to kick some ass. Because that's the standard that they're setting for themselves. which is going to push the main roster women to meet the standard or fall to the wayside. I saw that interview with Carmella. Carmella, unfortunately, she lost her job, and she feels like she lost her job because she got pregnant. Look, while I have my issues with how they handled Carmella, that might have to be a separate video on its own. Because I feel like with Carmella, you could have at least told her, like, look, Carmella, here's the standard. Cause I think I have an understanding of why they didn't, and I'll talk about that in a second. I don't like how they handled Carmella. They just basically pulled a Tony Khan and ignored her. Like, okay, bye, Carmella. That being said, no offense to Carmella, but not the best female wrestler. She's a great manager, a great valet. I love her as a valet. But as a wrestler? I'm just saying. With the way the women's roster is shaping up, Carmella doesn't fit in. She doesn't fit in right now. I'm not trying to give her a hard time. I'm not saying she can improve. I just personally feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, she doesn't meet the standard. Because the standard's changing. And yes, Carmella was in WWE for what, 11 years? People are saying 12 years. I think it's like 11, 12-ish. I don't know. The standard's changing right now. And so NXT needs to continue raising the bar and growing and growing and growing. And as you grow, it teaches the new talent that are coming in where the bar should be. And so they'll start growing too. And again, I'm just very curious to see where Shawn Michaels goes with that. What does he do? If you're Shawn Michaels, what would you do? If you're trying to create a place for new faces, rookies to come in, learn, grow, shape themselves into whatever you want them to be or what they want to be, how do you handle that? Like, because I understand both sides of the argument here. You want a show where you could take a nobody from whatever athletic background, whether it's football, MMA, amateur wrestling, cheerleading, take an absolute nobody and shape them into a Tiffany Stratton, right? Shape them into someone that can pick it up, learn fast, and then become a star. At the same time, you also don't want to hold back your show from being the best show it could possibly be. And the only way to guarantee a great show is with indie talent that have some experience. Because you're more guaranteed for them to pick it up and for them to connect, if not already be connected with the main roster, than a nobody. Because where are the opportunities we're going to find any more Oba Femis? Any more Tiffany Strattons? I'm just saying, I'm asking real questions here. What do you do? I know what I would do. I would go with the NXT Black and Gold model. I'm just going to snatch up every single indie talent and make the best show out of that and raise the bar. What would y'all do? Like, I'm seriously asking you this question. I'm asking you this question. What would you do? Would you gear your show towards more the newer faces? The ones that aren't well known? That you can mold into superstars? Or would you gear your show more to the experienced indie wrestlers who have been doing it for a little bit, like 5-10 years, but are looking for that break? I don't know. Up to y'all. Y'all let me know. So, we're gonna go ahead and move things along. I want to go ahead and get to this review. So, really quickly, big shout out to the people on Twitter. Looks like I have a big audience on Twitter. Thank you all for watching. By the way, this is being streamed from YouTube. So, if you guys want to watch the, well, not even watch, but be a part of the live chat, you have to follow me on YouTube. You can find that on my profile. Same thing with Facebook. I have an audience on Facebook. Good to have you guys here too. Same thing. If you want to be a part of the live chat is only exclusive to the one here on YouTube, the one you're seeing on screen. But if I'm not mistaken, I think last I checked, I'm pretty sure Twitter also has its own live chat. Let me see. I'm not too sure. I don't see anybody here. I think people are just kind of watching. But regardless, yeah, I got a big audience on Twitter. So if you want to be a part of the live chat you see here on the screen, you got to come to my YouTube page. It's easy to find. Just go on my profile and go to YouTube, Just Alyx. It's right there at the top. You can come join them here in the live chat. Same thing with Facebook. It's on the profile. Just come to YouTube. Just put in Just Alyx, and you'll find it. I haven't figured out how I can merge the Facebook and Twitter X chats yet. I'm learning. I'm trying, y'all. I know. I'm gonna figure it out. I promise you, I'm gonna figure it out. But I just need a little bit more time to master that. But so far, yeah, I have quite the audiences on both Facebook and X here. So thank y'all for watching. For real. If there's any hiccups, please let me know. Please let me know if there are any hiccups, and we'll work that out. But we're going to go ahead and move things along here. Thank you all so much for watching. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, you're at it. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate. After the fact, you can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, Just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. And give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkers. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on you. Can donate at any point in time during the broadcast. To get your Let's Play live on the air, email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. And get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alyx guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alyx guy t-shirt. Hot off the press. Also get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt. And many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned. Join the cause. Expand the brand today right here in Alyx's World. Ladies and gentlemen, Mint Mobile is here to offer you a sweet, sweet deal on their mobile plans. Think about what you guys pay for. What do you pay for when you think about your unlimited text, talk, and data plans? Whether it's Verizon, T-Mobile, whatever phone plan you got, AT&T, you pay an arm and a leg. It's high quality, so it deserves to cost a lot. But don't you think you can get all of that for a more affordable price? What if I told you it was possible to get unlimited talk, text, and data starting at $15, at as low as $15 a month with Mint Mobile? It's a steal. If that is something you're interested in, then how's about we get a quick word from our partners before we get to some shoutouts. This video is partnered by Mint Mobile. Like many of you, I've been trying to cut back on expenses lately, but let's be real. It's tough when you got things to do and you don't want to give them up. But sometimes you have to make those sacrifices to pay your phone bill and satisfy the big tech companies. That was until I discovered Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless services starting as low as $15 a month. With Mint Mobile, you can get high-speed data plus unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. The best part? You get to keep your phone and even the phone number. Now, if you do want to purchase your own phone, they do have phones available on the website, which you can get through the link. The internet service is reliably fast. It's so seamless, I put it up there with any other network on the market. Now, some of you might think switching to a new service is a hassle. Let me reassure you, this is only going to take you 15 minutes to set up. You could literally do it right now from your phone, no need to leave your house or contact anybody. And if your device does not support eSIM, then Mint Mobile will personally ship you a physical SIM card. So if you're like me and you want to save a little bit of money without sacrificing anything, use the link trymintmobile.com/justAlex and start your wireless plan today as low as $15 a month. Don't lose out on this opportunity. Start saving money by switching to Mint Mobile today. Thank you all so much for joining me. Once again, shout out to the people on Facebook and Twitter for watching this live stream. If you want to be a part of the live chat, you must come to my YouTube page. For now, until I fix it. Show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra! Shiny Nights and Firestar Heart. Elias Ademi. New Japan Pro Wrestling Go. Khalil does everything. Highway dealing a danger. The Teflon Don. The Mod Father. Zeno. Enigma, and of course Big MGM, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. While you're here, please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. If I'm not mistaken, I think I just saw a new member just join. Let me be sure. I did. Is that Right Hand Cam? Right Hand Cam just became a new member of the channel. So, let me tell you guys my ultimate goal. As you guys know, I'm trying to get to 50K. 50,000 subscribers. We are currently at 48,400. 48,400. So, we're halfway to 49,000. We're really, really close. We're halfway there. Halfway there. Whoa! We're close in terms of the hundreds. I think we can hit 49K by the end of March, which means I would need to start pumping out serious content around WrestleMania to get 50K. So, I think we can do it. I believe we can do it. But in the meantime, I'm also trying to reach a goal of bare minimum 50 members. I get 50 members, what I will start doing is members only live streams, whether it's Q&As with members or watch-alongs with members. I want to do this thing where if I get enough members, I just want to have a members only live stream, whether it's watching stuff, Q&A, talking about certain news items, perhaps exclusive news items. Just saying. But I don't know. I want to do something special with the members because y'all keep donating to me and I appreciate that. But I don't want to keep taking your money and not giving you anything back for it. So we'll figure that out. Shout outs. Who here? Who bothering me? You're not bothering me. I see JJ. Who let the dogs out? Who? JJ Bulldog. Trey Lasado. Hey, Twitter, Facebook. Y'all could be here getting shout outs here on YouTube. You gotta come to the YouTube page for it. One of these days, I'm gonna shout you out. Don't worry. I see Big Time Baxter. Trey Lasado. Deontay Belladanza. I also see George Lewis. I see Aaron Teagle. I'm just scrolling now. We already said Right Hand Cam. JM Beer? JM Beer 434. He says Sean Legacy is going to be a star. He is on Evolve. Yeah, I remember him. Sean Legacy. Oh, dude. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be stars. Sebastian Gonzalez. Sebastian says, I'm 44 years old and I remember the WCW TakeOver era. It is the same now with TNA TakeOver NXT. Wow. All right. That's a big compliment there. From an old school fan. From one to another. All right, who else is here? Shadow Star. I also see... Is that Joseph Winters? Joseph Winters. Good to have you here, sir. Let me scroll down a little bit. All right. We got oh my goodness. We got some new names in here. 90s Kid Politico. Are you from... So honestly, if you're now just joining this chat because you're from Twitter, let me know. Put in Twitter Squad or X Squad. I hate X. Put Twitter Squad if you're from Twitter, because I'm seeing some new faces now. The Social Deviant, good to have you here. Calendar Master 420, love that name, by the way. Good to have you here. Oh, I don't want to. I might have to cut this out. Darcy Chatham. Darcy Chatham, good to have you here, my man. YouTube member Darcy Chatham. Oh man, I know I just told the Twitter folk to let me know they're in here. Look, just let me know and I'll hit you guys up at the end. We'll spend some time hanging out with y'all. But yeah, your boy got some people watching him on Twitter. I'm just saying. I'll see y'all over there. All right, let's keep going, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. If I don't say your name, it's not because I hate you. I do want to go ahead and get to this live stream. So we're going to go ahead and talk about NXT here. So I want to be sure that thought we lost the live chat for a second there. That's why I went back to that screen. That was weird. I want to be sure that we're broadcasting well. Everyone can see me. But I think we're good. All right. Let's get it. NXT. I was going to say NXT TakeOver Roadblock. No, that's not what it is. It was a takeover. It felt like a takeover special. Real talk. But it was NXT Roadblock 2025. Actually, that's wrong. It's WWE Roadblock. They don't call it NXT. They call it WWE Roadblock. Well, I'm going to call it WWE NXT Roadblock 2025 because that's what the fuck it was. It's an NXT episode. Anyway, pure wrestling. Just a wrestling card, top to bottom. So I'm going to treat this like a pay-per-view. Fraxiom. That's Axiom and Nathan Frazier took on the Hardy Boyz. Why is it that when Matt and Jeff were wrestling in AEW, they wrestled like they were old? They wrestled like they were in their 50s. But here on NXT, they're wrestling like they were in their 30s. Am I the only one that caught that? Anyone else caught that there was a bit of a pep in Matt and Jeff's step? I'm just saying.
Is it true Giulia is injured?
Yeah, I did hear she's dealing with an injury, and that's why they took the belt. That's why they took the belt off of her. That's what I heard. Now, if it's not true, please let me know. But yeah, the Hardy Boyz were wrestling like they had a pep in their step. They cooked in this match. Fast-paced action, top to bottom. The Hardys were hitting some moves I haven't seen them hit in a while. Jeff especially was in there kicking it. But look here, don't sleep on Fraxiom. Nathan Frazier and Axiom are... oh, God, they're good. I see why they won Tag Team of the Year for the Wrestling Awards. They were dope, man. They were killing it. Real talk. I was very pleased with how well this match went. It was a resurgence for the Hardy Boyz. And I already know that currently they're under contract with TNA. But fuck that. Fuck all that. We know exactly why WWE formed this partnership with TNA. And that's to take TNA's talent. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. You know Moose. You know Joe Hendry. And you know the Hardys are all coming to WWE when their TNA contract expire. You know that's true. That's why WWE already made them some Hardy Boy merchandise. They're going to use the Hardy Boyz more and more. You know it's true. But I love this match. Jeff Hardy moving in there like he was 38, hit that whisper in the wind like it was nothing. That boy ran up the ropes and hit that whisper in the wind like he was 30-something years old. Because remember in AEW, he tried that and he slipped a couple of times. So then he had to climb the ropes and then hit it. That boy ran, hit it like it was nothing. And then, of course, the Hardy Boyz hit the Twist of Fate and Swanton after, was it Axiom? Hit the, what was that called? What is that finisher called? Golden Ratio? Something like that. The Ratio, Golden Ratio. That looked so goddamn devastating. It looked like he kicked Nathan Frazier's head off. But then the Hardy Boyz hit the Twist of Fate and then the Swanton Bomb on Nathan Frazier and pinned him 1, 2, 3. Awesome match. Look here. The Fraxiom. Fraxiom got over in that loss. You can have them lose and still get over. They don't look weak at all. Matter of fact, they look strong against the Hardy Boyz. So I loved it. I saw Miss Mickie James back there with Jada Parker. Hi, Miss Parker. Jada Parker back there looking good. With Mickie James also looking good. How old is Mickie? Mickie looking like she in her 30s, probably. Let me see. Mickie look good for her age. Her and Trish don't age. Mickie and Trish do not age at all. I'm actually looking this up with Google. Let me see. She is 45. Mickie look a lot younger than 45. I'm just saying. But yeah. Jada Parker getting put over by Mickie James. Hey. You ain't getting no issues from me on that one. Jordynne Graces versus Roxanne Perez. You're never going to hear me say a bad thing about Roxanne Perez. That's my girl. From that she's not from H-Town. She's actually from Victoria. Was it Laredo, Texas, or Victoria, Texas? She's a Texan. But she used to live here in Houston, and she trained with Booker T. So, I consider her Houstonian. That's my girl. I'm not going to say a bad thing about her. Don't need to. She's cooking. This match against Jordynne Graces was awesome. I will say this. I preferred their PLE. What PLE was that? Whenever they wrestled on PLE, I preferred that match over this one. But this one is still an awesome match. Their chemistry is off the chain. Jordynne Graces is too good for NXT. I love that they put her on NXT first because she has to learn the WWE style. I get that. Jordynne Graces is way too good for NXT. She's better than some of the women on the main roster. So as Roxanne Perez. But still, the point is, when you see her work, and I say this with kindness, it does kind of make the other girls look Bush League. And that's the problem with some of these female wrestlers, or at least bringing in certain female wrestlers that have experience like Jordynne Graces. You put them on the developmental show, you make the other girls look bad in comparison because you know they don't match up to Jordynne Graces. Roxanne Perez matches up to her. Roxanne is main roster ready. She's been main roster ready. Thank you, NXT Battleground. That was the one with, was that Lola versus Jada and the Underground? I'm thinking about something else. That was a different match. I don't remember. No. Jada and Lola had a different Underground match. Who did Jada fight in the Underground? Because I know Jada fought someone in the Underground. Forget about it. Who cares? The point is, Jordynne Graces, being as good as she is inside the ring, being able to work with a lot of female wrestlers, you see her work here, and my biggest fear is you don't have a Roxanne Perez. She's going to the main roster. Only a few women I think might be able to work with her. I think Kiana Jordan, of course, Miss Parker, Lola Vice I think would be great for her. Stephanie Vaquer. Oh my goodness, Stephanie Vaquer and Jordynne Graces? Let's go. Giulia and Jordynne Graces? Oh, okay, you know what? The more I think about it, the more I start saying names, I go, maybe there are some people she can work with. But I'm talking about the green girls, the girls that don't have enough experience. You get what I mean. But, match was great. Roxanne did the job, put her over, because Jordynne is staying on NXT and Roxanne's moving up to the main roster. As she should. Next up, I believe, is the Haas fight. You had Moose, the TNA, was it the X Division title? The X Division champion, right? It was Lola Vice and Shayna Baszler. That's right. And that was the one where Lola knocked out Shayna and shook her booty. And she shook her booty when she did it. That was funny. Well, not just funny. That was. Anyways, back to this. Don't distract me. Thinking about Lola Vice. Anyways, Moose, the X Division TNA champ, took on Oba Femi, bro. Moose, Moose, Moose. All right, enough. Look, this was amazing. When I think about a kaiju fight, when I think about two big some of my bitches getting in there and tearing shit up, but making it look good, this was fantastic. Top to bottom. The way Oba Femi was tossing around Moose, Moose made him look really good. Oba was tossing his ass around like he was a cruiserweight. But Moose was in there picking him up too and tossing him around. When Moose threw Oba through that table with that Uranagi and it exploded, popped. That made me jump out of my seat. That was great. That was a great table spot. Moose in there working like a cruiserweight, bro. But both of them are really, really athletic for the men their size. Look here. When they get Moose on NXT, and they will get Moose on NXT, probably on the main roster, he's going to be big. Oba Femi, forget about it. Forget about it. Oba Femi, that's the new Brock Lesnar. Everyone's talking about, what about Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar is old school. Man, fuck Brock Lesnar. Did he hear me? Because I'm on Facebook and Twitter now, so I have a bigger reach. I didn't say, no, you didn't hear shit. I didn't say nothing about Brock Lesnar. What I meant was Brock's not here, and Oba Femi can fill that role very nicely. That's what I said, right? Right? That's what I said. I didn't say, fuck Brock Lesnar. I didn't say that. That was an example. I didn't mean it that time. I didn't mean it the first time either. This match was awesome. I love this match. What I liked about this match most of all is you could tell they had respect for each other. You could tell that they were able to give each other the moment that they both needed. And for me, when Moose came off that top rope and Oba hit that uppercut, and then of course the finish, the fall from grace. Great stuff. Oba's gonna be huge, bro. He's already huge. Figuratively, he'll be huge. But you know what I mean. He's gonna be great when he gets to the main roster. Next up, we got Ego. By the way, Ethan Page's theme song, is that Death Rebel or is that someone else? Did Death Rebel make that? Because if Death Rebel made that, look, I think Death Rebel isn't great at theme songs. I'm sorry, they're not. They're garbage. But if they made Ego, then that was a good one. Oh, wow, it was Death Rebel. Okay. I actually liked it. That's dope. And then, of course, that boy is Bouncy Javon Evans. Look, Javon, to me, this is his best match so far. The best match I've seen from him. I liked his match against Wesley. That was great. This is his best match. This was fantastic. He was able to show a different side of his wrestling repertoire. Get a little bit more aggressive. Get a little bit more a little bit more street. Look, man, it's a testament to not just Ethan Page, but also Javon Evans that they were able to make him look this good. Javon, I've been watching him for a while. I remember when he was working with Randy Orton, and I don't think that was the first time I watched him, but that was like one of the first few times I got to see him wrestle. And I remember going, okay, there's something here. He's clearly very green. And this is why NXT exists, right? But I saw it when he was working with Randy Orton. I went, all right, we got a diamond interrupt here. He just needs to work a little bit. Thinking about where he was with Randy Orton to see where he is now. Oh, massive improvement. That's the kind of talent NXT should be for. Now, I don't know if he's someone new that's coming in to be a professional wrestler. But man, I loved him in this match. This was great. And then he got some crazy spots sent on Ethan. Ethan put him through a table when he pulled him off the ring and then hit that running power slam. That was crazy. But I can't remember which spot that was. There was a spot with Ethan that I'll have to get back to, but there were two spots with Javon Evans that made me pop. The first one was when Ethan Page was all the way on the outside by the announcer table. Freaking Javon came from all the way inside the ring, did a tope over the top rope, dove over the top rope, flew all the way to the announcer table and splashed Ethan Page across it. Not through it, but across it. That was incredible. Incredible. That boy got distance. And then, of course, when he hit that springboard cutter, look, we can agree that a lot of what Javon Evans is what he's doing is very Will Ospreay-esque. The Javon cutter, wherever he called it. The Javon cutter, where he cuttered him with Ethan Page's head in between the chair. He's essentially the Black Will Ospreay. I'll give it to him. He looked really good in this match. And I thought he did a great job. And he won. He should have won. About time. This match was awesome. The best Javon Evans match I've seen. And he's ready. Love it. People are reminding me to mention Undertaker putting over Oba Femi backstage. Yeah, that is true. Before his match with Moose, the Undertaker met Oba Femi backstage and told him, I see something in you. You're going to be big one day. Go handle business. And he did. He handled his business. That's a big way to put him over with the Undertaker. I like seeing the Undertaker on NXT. And you can tell that these are favors for Shawn Michaels that he does, because he respects Shawn Michaels. Trick Williams whooped that Trick, went out there and beat that ass. He whipped Eddie Thorpe's ass. Don't care about Eddie Thorpe. He has a lot of good heat, apparently. The crowd was booing the piss out of him, but Trick Williams apparently is going to fight him next week, and NXT Underground, I'll keep an eye on that. Might watch it. Might not do a review on it, though. And then the main event. The main event of the evening. Two of the best female wrestlers on NXT, if not the top two. Giulia versus Stephanie Vaquer. A match that should have been at NXT Stand and Deliver for WrestleMania weekend. But it's here. Alright. This match was awesome. Great main event. Great chemistry, as we thought it would be. Came down to the wire. Giulia did the... What does Stephanie call it when she wraps her legs around their necks and then bashes their head? I know it's called a triangle choke, but is it like a triangle choke head buster? Triangle choke buster? Triangle buster? That triangle choke head buster where she's bashing their heads against the mat. Giulia did that. And Booker T changed it up. Instead of going, he went, giggity, giggity, giggity. Clearly he watches Family Guy. That was funny. Booker T beat. Boy, when Booker T be seeing Stephanie hit that, he turns it into a adult rated show with all that. I'm like, bro, what you doing? Yeah, he be going a little too nuts over Stephanie. I mean, ugh. Stephanie, Giulia's fine too, but Stephanie got that look. Now she's a badass. I still to this day cannot understand why AEW never hired Stephanie. They never hired. They had an opportunity to hire Stephanie Vaquer and they let her go. They had her. The moment Stephanie Vaquer had that match with Mercedes Moné, they should have signed her. Because WWE, the moment that match was over, called her up and snatched her from AEW. I'm surprised AEW never snatched her up before then. But I don't know what was going on with Tony Khan. He was tripping. Tripping. But yeah, that match was great. To my surprise, not really, because I know Giulia was injured, but Stephanie Vaquer beat her clean. Stephanie Vaquer beats Giulia clean. Straight up inside the ring. The last 5 minutes got very intense. And it did cut off a little bit when the news came on, but it went back and finished it up. But Stephanie Vaquer, look, if there's anybody that's going to be a dual champion, it's her. And Giulia will be back. She just needs to heal up from whatever injury she's dealing with. That's why they went ahead and did it here and not at Stand and Deliver. But I still would have gone with Stephanie, though. Stephanie, yeah, she's the one. She's the one. She's the best female wrestler they got right now. She's one of the best female wrestlers in WWE, period. She got that badass aura to her. She does. Like, real talk, But, yeah, I thought that was the best 2-hour edition of NXT under Shawn Michaels so far. I don't expect any episode following this for the next few months to top it. I don't think NXT Stand Deliver is going to top it. I kind of wish this was Stand and Deliver. But, great episode. Great episode. Great work from Shawn Michaels. Great work from everybody involved. So, what do y'all think? Live chat, you had the floor. You let me know how you felt about that. How the hell did TK not sign Stephanie Vaquer after she had that match with Mercedes? No clue. None. I have none whatsoever. What are your grades? Give me your scores. 1 out of 10. So on and so forth. What y'all think? Taryn Jones, that Forbidden Door match was legitimately the first time I'd ever heard of Stephanie. And now she's double champion NXT. That's wild, man. Man, look here. They messed up. AEW, they don't know the kind of talent they got until they lose in the WWE. I'm just saying. Brian Cutler, WWE needs to use GG. Oh, Gigi Dolan? Whatever happened to Gigi Dolan? I know she came back. Someone said they need to use Nikita Lyons. Do they? Do they really need to lose? I understand why you want her to be used, but do they really need her to be used when they got Lola Vice, when they got Miss Parker, when they got Stephanie Vaquer? But I get it. I know why y'all really want. Uh-oh. Lost it for a second. Are we okay? We back? We back. We lost it for about 2 seconds there. Are we good? We back? Are we back? You'll be right here with me. I think we're okay. We lost it for about 2 seconds there. No problem. All right. What was I saying? We all know why y'all really want Nikita Lyons. Don't think I'm not paying attention. I'm cool with it. I ain't giving y'all a hard time. I'm just saying. I'm not. Y'all think I'm not paying attention. I'm paying attention. Yeah, Gigi Dolan, she's a looker too. All right, look at these scores. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Man. Darcy Chatham, Gigi Dolan is with Shotzi Blackheart and Tatum in a group called Chemical X. Powerpuff Girls? Really? Chemical X, Powerpuff Girls? Alright. I ain't hating on that. Andre Benson, just like the steel cage match last night, I was looking forward to NXT tonight, and it did not disappoint. Good show tonight. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. These shows cooking. Sean, if you watching me, my dude, hit me up, my dude. Hit me up. And all you folk on Twitter, get your bus over here to YouTube. Join the live chat. Next week is Soruka versus Chelsea Gray. Chelsea's gonna defend the belt well, but good for Soruka. That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend another live broadcast talking about Chelsea. Not Chelsea. Carmella. Again, like, they should have handled her better instead of just ghosting her like that. But we'll talk about it later. Shawn Spears' new The Calling. Yeah. I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but I like Shawn Spears being a leader. I think Shawn Spears as a group leader is great. You know, AEW had him being MJF's wingman, which was good. But Shawn Spears is the kind of person that should be leading a group. So this is good. All right, y'all, let me go ahead and get out of here. Didn't want to keep you here too long. You will see me again Thursday, maybe Thursday for AEW if I'm feeling it. And then you'll see me again on Saturday for SmackDown. And then, of course, Raw on Mondays. If NXT is good, Tuesdays for that. But then we'll keep doing this until WrestleMania, which is literally a month away. So I'm excited about that. Thank y'all for watching. Do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Love you all. Let's keep going. The road to 50K. 50,000 subscribers. We can do it. But until then, this is Alyx. Just Alyx signing out right here in Alyx's world. The place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.